You have questions, we have answers.
Listen carefully.
You can't really be against hydrofracking and say you're an environmentalist because immediately the default options are fuels that are much less clean.
For the next hour, Shawn Wilson explores the energy industry with news and interviews from around the corner and around the globe.
Nuclear is one of the directions that we should innovate in.
The Exploring Energy Show begins now.
A very, very good Wednesday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Exploring Energy Radio Show, and I am Shawn Wilson, and you are who you are, and I appreciate you for making me a part of your day. Here's what's on the menu at Grandma's house. It's the Elk City Meals on Wheels headquarters, 1510 West 9th Street here in Fairview Village. 225-5821 is the phone number. You can call in your order. You can also ask how you can help financially support this wonderful program. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Everyone is welcome. Today, 8th day of April, meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, sweet peas, biscuits, and cookies. That's what's on the menu at Grandma's house. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, sweet peas, biscuits, and cookies. Again, everyone is welcome. Elk City Meals on Wheels, Grandma's house. Play it live. Last night, went and watched my granddaughter. They're starting the scrimmage now. Those cameras are already on, so really, if you go ahead and get yourself subscribed to playitlive.net, you're ready for everything. Those cameras are going all the time. Watch from wherever you are. No delays, no waiting. Just real-time action from all the fields at the plexes. Well, they call them a five-plex, but they've got 8 fields on each side. The baseball side, the softball side. All the little fields, they have cameras now. Catch every game live with playitlive.net. Get yourself subscribed now. Don't miss the opening pitch. Rally for the Rings. Rally for the Rings. That's today, this evening, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Help these Canute Trojanettes get these valuable rings, these state championship rings, for bringing home the Class A state championship back to Canute. Spaghetti dinner by donation only this evening. It's all at the Canute Fire Department. Again, it's from 6 to 8 p.m. Live auction starts at 7 p.m. Silent auction already going on when you get there. Join them for a great night of fun and support. Rally for the Rings. That is tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Canute Fire Department. Spaghetti dinner, donation only, silent auction, and the live auction begins at 7 p.m. this evening at the Canute Fire Department. Pat Green, Casey Donahue, Caroline Grace, Tyler Wilhelm. Those are all the headliners for this year's 5th annual Wild Plum Jam. Friday, July 17th at the Sayers City Park. You can get your tickets now. Get them ahead of time right now. KECOFM.com. Go to KECOFM.com. Gates open at 5. Music kicks off at 6 p.m. It's the Wild Plum Jam Music Fest, 5th annual, July 17th in Sayre. The 2025 Senior Showcase Photo Contest is going on right now. Seniors, submit your photo for a shot at the prize. There's going to be cash prizes given to the winner. Go to KECOFM.com to check out the entries, cast your vote, and help crown a winner. It's the Showcase Photo Contest with the senior class of 2026, presented by McDonald's. I'm loving it. Submissions and voting are open now through May 31st. Don't miss out. Submit your photo and start voting at the 2026 Senior Showcase Photo Contest presented by McDonald's, all happening on KECOFM.com. Here's what's happening, free books. That's right, free books delivered right to you by the Friends of the Carnegie Library. Here's the phone number, 225-0136, 225-0136. Carnegie Caravan, Friends of the Carnegie Library. Throw them books in and bring them right to you. Again, if you're having trouble reading regular print, ask them about a program that can help. I was going to talk about this yesterday, but I'll go ahead and give you these energy stock prices as after the ceasefire agreement, it sent oil prices tumbling. Just to give you an idea, West Texas Intermediate down $20.28 a barrel, trading at $92.67. That's an April contract, New York Mercantile Exchange. Brent crude oil in the ICE Futures Exchange down $17.82 a barrel, trading at $91.45 on a May contract out of the London ICE Futures Exchange. Tocom crude oil in Japan. Out of Tokyo, down 1,150 yen per kiloliter. Now, New York Mercantile Exchange, natural gas down 10 cents, trading at $2.77 per million BTU. The refined products, they're also coming down. RBOB gasoline down $38.58 to $291.94. These are April contracts out of the New York Merc. Heating oil down $76.40 to $371.34. And gas oil down $321.75, trading at $1,206 even per metric ton. Now, that last one is still a March contract for gas oil, but still, prices be coming down. I'm going to talk about that here in just a second. But first of all, we had this blowout up by Butler. I saw an aerial photo, and it showed it looked like a upright separator on its side with the side blown out of it. But that explosion involving a gas well Monday morning in Custer County under investigation, according to authorities. They still haven't released a lot of information, but the Custer County sheriffs responded to a scene of a gas well approximately 10 miles north of the town of Butler due to reports of an explosion. After arriving at the scene, investigators said they found one person who had been injured in the explosion, and they were taken to the hospital. There was no update on the victim's condition at this time. No names have been released, even of the company that had the well. So, not a whole lot of information other than there was a blowout and someone was injured. No fatalities as of yet, but they did take this injured person to the hospital. I'm not sure the extent of the injuries. I've been trying to ask around on a few of my Oilfield contacts, and nobody's got anything definite. I'm sure that they will continue to get some information out after that, but still, we have a very volatile energy industry, and we need to continue to pray for that worker. And the war in Iran. Okay, a ceasefire was agreed to in the nth hour as strength through peace, or peace through strength, pardon me, is what President Trump is bringing. I know there are pundits out there that wanted him to go in there and just wipe out the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, all those people that are in a position of leadership there that have oppressed the Persian people for many years. Trump wasn't about going in there and just changing out the entire regime. I mean, he took out the guys that were making the calls against the Hate America movement, no doubt about it, and Death to America and all that. So we'll wait and see. But then again, too, I think they knew Trump wasn't bluffing. I think when he said, I'm going to bomb you back into the Stone Age, he meant it. And I think they knew he meant it. So the Straits of Hormuz is opening up, but the Iranian war ceasefire pushes energy markets into a twilight zone. The ceasefire in Iran will deliver badly needed relief to economies battered by the world's worst ever energy crisis, but hopes the truce will quickly restore normal oil and gas flows from the Middle East are almost certainly misplaced. It's not going to be like flip a switch. U.S. President Donald Trump yesterday agreed to a 2-week ceasefire, conditional on Iran pausing its blockade of oil and gas shipments through the Straits of Hormuz, the narrow waterway that typically handles about 1/5 of the global oil trade. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said that Tehran would halt counterattacks and guarantee safe passage for vessels transiting the strait. How quickly the ceasefire will take full effect, however, remains unclear. Iran launched further attacks on Israel and Gulf countries shortly after Trump's announcement, underscoring the fragility of the deal. The war, now in its 6th week, has claimed more than 5,000 lives across nearly a dozen countries, badly damaged vital regional infrastructure, including oil and gas facilities. Financial markets nonetheless welcome the news. Japan's benchmark Nikkei oil jumped 5% to a 1-month high, while Brent crude oil prices tumbled roughly 13%, down to a little under $100 again, and barrel, so traders priced in a near-term easing of supply risks. So A temporary halt in fighting and the reopening of the Hormuz Strait would allow Middle Eastern exporters to ship significant volumes of oil that have been trapped inside the Gulf since hostilities began, offering global energy markets some immediate relief. However, around 130 million barrels of crude oil and 46 million barrels of refined fuels are currently floating on roughly 200 tankers in that region. According to data from analytics from Kepler, another 1.3 million tons of liquefied natural gas, tons or metric tons, are also stuck on vessels awaiting safe passage. For Asia, which relies on Middle East oil for 60% of its oil, 80% of its natural gas imports, the disruption has been particularly severe. Several countries have been forced to curb industrial output and ration fuel supplies following the abrupt cut in the deliveries. The release of these trapped volumes would therefore ease the most acute pressure on Asian economies and energy systems. But clearing in the backlog of cargoes is only part of the problem. Getting tankers out of the Gulf is one thing. Persuading ship owners and charterers, to send vessels back is quite another. The unprecedented blockade of Hormuz has caused severe disruption on global shipping markets. And these ships, they don't just run at 100 miles an hour. I mean, it takes them a while to get to where they're going. But you got to take the first step. You got to get them out of the Gulf and headed in the right direction, which seems to be the case. Now, like this article pointed out, and that I truly believe in my heart, that, how much can you trust the Iranian people to, first of all, follow the, I guess, all the nuances of this ceasefire from their new leadership. How many of these wild, crazy suckers are still out there with their finger on a trigger waiting to do something on their own? And I think there's a bunch of them, especially on those Islamic terrorist organizations like Hamas and ISIS and all Taliban and all those. How many of those people are going to say, hey, I don't care what these new people that are in charge say, we're going to do this ourselves? Now, this story said 5,000 people had lost their lives. I think most of those were in Iran. I know Israel's taken some hits and some of the other places have taken some hits, but no large-scale massive deaths from their rocket launches and missiles. Their drones have taken 5,000 lives in the allied nations, so to speak. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody really knows. I know that they knew that Trump wasn't bluffing when he said, I'm going to blow you back into the Stone Age, and have the ability to do so. I'm hopeful. I'm prayerful. That's all we can do. But you got to be certain that Trump and the military leaders are going to have their eyes wide open. They're going to be watching their back. They're not going to be saying, oh, okay, hey, this is over. Let's move on. I have full confidence in that they're going to make sure that everybody abides by the deal, or there's going to be no deal. But it did make oil prices come tumbling down. After talking to some in the industry, if we could keep oil around the mid 80s to the 90s, for the foreseeable future, that's make money type prices right there. When you get around down to the $60, $70, that's break even, and nobody's in business to break even. So we'll wait and see how far down oil prices will go. Brent crude oil is still trailing WTI in the world market. So we'll wait and see how it all goes. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go back in time with the American Oil and Gas Historical Society's Remember When Wednesday in our next segment. Stick around. You're going to be glad you did. There's a lot happening. You're listening to 96.5 KECO on the Exploring Energy Radio Show.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
You know why people like going out to eat? It's a little treat for them. They get to leave the house and go somewhere else and have somebody else cook the food and serve it to them and clean up afterward. All you got to do is pay and leave.
I know a lady that makes it at Janice's Cafe. We go out there and eat all the time. You know why? It's not at home. and it's better than what we cook. You know, one of my favorite things to eat at Janice's Cafe, the catfish. It's good. It's got the crispy breading. Oh, it's like they made it with love, with a little bit more love on top of it.
Bacon cheeseburger.
Best bacon cheeseburger in the business. Name another one.
Mushroom and Swiss.
Best mushroom burger there is ever. Janice's Cafe can make all those burgers for. Of course, they got burgers. They got the best burgers you can have.
Do you think more people drink sweet tea or unsweet tea?
Well, you know what I am.
Half and half.
Half sweet, half unsweet. Janice is located on the south side of Elk City, where you go into the movie theater, right there next to Arby's. You'll be able to find it because there's a big old sign up there that says Janice's Cafe.
They're expecting me to get whatever task done. To a farmer, a tractor, combine, gets them up and running. He's back in the field, makes some money. Guy in the oil field, their piece of equipment's running again. That makes some money. Solves that problem. I'm Brock Kalk, and my company is American Hose and Supply. We sell all types of industrial hose and fittings, oil field or agriculture. So if your farmer need a hose built, you can come in, we'll build it. You're a oil field customer and need us to come out and see you, we'll come out and see you and take an order or pick up a hose, build it, bring it back to you. If we're competitive on price, we say we'll bring it to you, we'll do whatever it takes to get it to you, make life easier on you, or you can call us to solve a problem. Hey, can you get this? Why wouldn't you? American Hose and Supply. 2111 South Main, Elk City, Oklahoma, in Camrock Building next to Fred's.
Or call 303-1123. 303-1123.
Why wouldn't you?
Hi, I'm Mike Rowe, and it never fails. Every time I visit this state and talk to the folks in the energy business, I learn something world-changing. The technology here is bleeding edge, and so is the focus on the environment. As for the people, they're among the smartest, most innovative, most talented workers I've ever had the pleasure of meeting anywhere. They're busy keeping our modern life going. Not a bad career choice, if you ask me. See their stories at oerb.com/micro.
If your computer won't go, call an ITL Pro. Innovative technology, 243-1559. Online at itlpros.com.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
It is the Exploring Energy Radio Show, and yes, I'm here, just trying to get things ready to go here for my next segment. David Allen Guest, Certified Mineral Manager, helped bringing this show to you. He's the guy that can help you get the most out of your royalties. He can help you get the time back that you spend, if you do, managing your minerals and royalties. If you don't, you need somebody to do it for you. David Allen Guest is your guy. He's been doing it for himself and others for over 40 years. The experience, the knowledge, the fortitude to do it. And he'll treat your royalties just like he treats his own. He'll get you the most out of them. And if you find yourself in a situation to liquidate or sell, David's a buyer of royalties from estates, probates, trusts, and bankruptcies. A guy that you do not want to be taken advantage of in that situation that will not allow it to happen. That guy. David Allen Guest. Call him today, 405-341-8698, 341-8698. Or you look him up on the intraweb, David Allen Guest, Certified Mineral Manager. Champion X, a division of the largest oilfield service company in the world, Schlumberger. But not too big for their britches. They will take care of their customers in this area, and Will Bowie will make sure it happens. From artificial lift to artificial intelligence. Ask him about their all-new Unify system. Will Bowie, he's your Champion X contact. Here's his phone number, 405-650-8521. 405-650-8521. Online championx.com. Will continues to help solve his customers' plunger lift, automation issues, gets them the maximum return using the most environmentally safe procedures. And again, ask about the new Unify system. That number again, 405-650-8521. Champion X is improving lives. Improving education is sustaining Oklahoma's energy resources. The OERB, Oklahoma Energy Resources Board. Okay. Tomorrow, Natural Gas and Midstream 102. You need to get yourself registered today. It's free. It's a Zoom meeting. It's 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Get yourself registered before 5 o'clock today at www.oerb.com. Click on the Producers Education tab at the top, then select Workshops and Training. Click the blue button, and you are set to go. You'll get a link, be able to join that Zoom meeting. Again, it's a course providing an in-depth look at midstream contracts, the key provisions producers need to understand before signing on the dotted line. A lot of information. If you're interested, it's tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Zoom meeting, Natural Gas Midstream 102. Go to www.oerb.com to get yourself signed up. And ASCO Equipment, oh man, these guys, for heavy equipment, you're not going to find a better place. If you're looking for heavy equipment for sale or rent, or maybe you're wanting to trade yours in, their new and pre-owned construction equipment fits your needs and your budget. ASCO is the leading provider of the Oklahoma construction, ag, and energy sectors, proudly serving this area with their construction equipment like the big stuff: tractors, backhoes, excavators, forklift, compactors, dozers, pavers, skid steers, more. When you partner with ASCO, their equipment repair shop is right there with them. 140 field service trucks roll right to your location. 200 factory-trained certified technicians on staff for that knowledge. Any brand, where you bought it, makes no difference. Their parts department, $21 million worth of equipment parts in stock, and they offer flexible rental rates. Call them at 323-3422, 323-3422, online at ascoeq.com. That's online at ascoeq.com. Tell them we sent you. Great outfit. All righty, coming in here with this right here. And we're going to go back in time with the American Oil and Gas Historical Society, AOGHS.org. The site pulls up a picture that was taken right here at the Old Town Museum in Elk City. This kicks it off April 7th, 1902. Thanks to the AOGHS.org website, Bruce and Chris Wells partnering with us for Remember When Wednesday. April 7th, 1902, Spindletop boom brings the Texas Company. Joseph Buckskin Joe Cullinan and Arnold Chalet established the Texas Company in Beaumont to transport and refine oil from Spindletop Hill, a giant oil field discovered in January of 1901. The new company constructed a kerosene refinery in Port Arthur, Texas, and discovered an oil field at Sour Lake Springs, where its FEE, F-E-E, number 3 well produced 5,000 barrels of oil a day in 1903. The Texas Company telegraph address at its New York office was Texaco, a name soon adopted for its petroleum products. In 1909, a red star with a green capital T was trademarked, and by 1928, the Texaco brand operated more than 4,000 service stations nationwide. The Texas Company, which officially renamed itself Texaco in 1959, was acquired by Chevron in 2001. You can learn more about that in Sour Lake Produces Texaco. April 8, 1929, Sinclair versus the United States. The Supreme Court unanimously upheld a lower court ruling that Congress had the right to investigate Sinclair Oil founder Harry Sinclair's personal dealings with Secretary of Interior Albert Fall regarding the leasing of federal oil reserves. In 1922, Fall had leased land in the Teapot Dome oil field, which was the Navy Reserve number 3, to the Mammoth Oil Company, a Sinclair subsidiary. He also leased land in California's Elk Hills and reserved to Edward Donahue, an 1892 discoverer of the Los Angeles field. After several trials, proceedings concluded that Donahue, being acquitted of conspiracy and Fall convicted of accepting bribes and serving 9 months in prison, notes the Federal Judicial Center. He was the first cabinet official to go to prison. Sinclair was acquitted of conspiracy but convicted of contempt of Congress and served 6.5 months in prison in 1929. Jailbirds. Be glad when some of these are doing the same thing nowadays. Start serving some time. April 9th, 1914, Ohio City's gas company was founded. Beeman Dawes and Fletcher Heath organized the Ohio City's gas company in Columbus, Ohio, before building an oil refinery in West Virginia. Ohio City's gas acquired Pennsylvania-based Pure Oil Company in 1917 and adopted that name 3 years later. Pure Oil was founded in Pittsburgh in 1895 by independent oil producers, refiners, and pipeline operators to counter the market dominance of Standard Oil Company and the Rockefellers. By producing, refining, and selling its products, Pure Oil became the second vertically integrated petroleum company after Standard Oil. Headquartered in the iconic Chicago skyscraper and was built in 1926, the company joined the 100 largest U.S. industrial operations. It was acquired in 1965 by Union Oil Company of California, now a division of Chevron. Going to take a break at the bottom of the hour and be back with more of Remember When Wednesday right here on 96.5 KECO's Exploring Energy Radio Show. Stick around, won't you?
The Exploring Energy Show.
Craving a real steak? Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City is firing up flavors 7 days a week. The grill is always hot and the steaks are always fresh. From juicy char-grilled ribeyes, fillets, and sirloins to chicken fried steak, hearty burgers, seafood, and chicken, there's something for everyone. Don't forget the appetizers, salads, and desserts to top it off. Bring your appetite. We'll handle the rest. Dine in or order online now on the DoorDash app. It's more than just a steakhouse. It's Fred's.
They don't want to hire you because your paper might say Oklahoma School for the Blind.
I was just completely homebound because I was always too afraid to go outside. I want to be a productive member of society, and that's what DRS has given me.
They offer you opportunities to getting a job, helping you learn how to advocate for yourself, find the best way to try living your life in the fullest way possible.
Oklahoma and DRS has been the biggest blessing in my life.
See me.
Not my disability.
Big. I think everybody comes in saying, oh my gosh, this is big. We've seen lots of new faces. I think the parking has helped with that. And being a new renovated space, people want to just come check it out and see what it is. And we've had people from Woodward come all the way down because they've heard about it. People are coming in, one, for their prescription. And then two, I feel like it's baby season right now. And then wedding season is coming as well. And so we do baby and wedding registries. We set up a table for them with their stuff on it, and we can wrap it for them, and they can leave it here, and we get it to their shower for them. Our spring and Easter decor is just so fun and pretty to look at. Once Christmas, kind of in January, the coldness, people are ready for those new flowers. Get your bookshelves redecorated. So we've got all kinds of flowers to come choose from, all different colors of tulips that are so pretty. But we reorder all the time, constantly. There's always something new coming in. Grandview Pharmacy and Gifts, now located at 1503 West 3rd Street in Elk City.
Every day starts somewhere. Taking the kids to school, heading to work, or getting out of town for the weekend. The vehicle you drive is part of it all. Hi, I'm Corey Krutzinger at Windy Nissan in Elk City. If you're thinking about your next vehicle, we have a full lineup of new Nissans, plus over 100 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs are ready to go. And if financing hasn't always been easy, we offer credit solutions designed to help. Stop by and see us at 114 Access Road in Elk City. And remember, our service department works on all makes and models. Windy Nissan in Elk City. Ready when your next drive begins.
This April, Sugar Creek Casino is making it rain with over $20,000 in cash and sugar bucks.
Folks, grab your umbrellas and join us every weekend. We got a big storm of giveaways headed your way. On Fridays, the forecast calls for $1,000 cash, climbing each week up to $2,500. And Saturday evening showers ramp up at 7 p.m. with $250 in Sugar Bucks hot seats. Showers end at midnight with $1,000 cash.
Don't miss the downpour this April at Sugar Creek Casino. Get your suite of rewards off I-40 exit 101. Visit sugarcreekcasino.com for details.
Need a trip hopper, feed buggy, or cattle chute? Call Barnes Feed Service in Hobart, Oklahoma. 580-726-2120.
This is the Exploring Energy Show.
One Source Control Products, LLC, now open in Weatherford. They're in the old H&C Supply Building just south of the interstate there. 400 South Access Road is their address. That phone number, 330-1161, 330-1161. They've got pump repair technicians that can handle any of your pump repairs, some methanol, the glycol. The repair technicians work on all Kimray, Tex-Team, and Western pumps. Bring in your core. They send you out a rebuilt pump, or if you want your cores back and you want to wait on them, they can do that too. They also sell consumables such as soap and salt sticks, pipe, valves, and fittings, a wide range of items, regulators, hydraulic hoses and fittings, welding supplies, tapes, batteries, filters, gloves, lubricants, plus iron and metal like angle iron, square tubing, channel iron, among other steel and iron items. Locations in Elk City, Canadian, Texas, now in Weatherford. It's onesourceok.com. Find out more online at #1, the number 1, sourceok.com. K4 Machine. K4T. CNC machining is their specialization, but they have all kinds of great things out there. That plasma table. Talk about their new machine. That is awesome. It's a line boring system and BOA. Automatic bore welder is one setup. The welding machine, which makes faster turnaround time for the customer. So if the thing is wallered out, they can build it up and then hone it right back out to within 0.02 of an inch. They're committed to delivering with efficiency and fast turnaround. Third-generation machinist Jason Koss understands the value of turning out good work and turning it out in a very quick way. Jason and his wife, Jamie, treat customers like family. Visit them on Merritt Road in Elk City or find them on the Book of Faces. K4T, built on family, driven by craftsmanship, focused on quality. Tell them we sent you. And most farm equipment, they have hydraulic cylinders. And if you've ever been around one, you know that if they're leaking, they will actually, the load will start to creep down. And it makes a mess. Don't put yourself in that situation. Bird can fix it. Bird for Camrock Supply. Bird will tear it apart. Bird will replace the seals. Bird will put it back together and get you down the road. That's what Bird does for the customers at Camrock. On South Main Street in Elk City, next to Fred's Steakhouse. Online, camrocksupply.com. CAMrocksupply.com. 3 local guys with local ties doing business with their community. We're getting right back to the Remember When Wednesday segment with the American Oil and Gas Historical Society, AOGHS.org. So on April 11th, 2016, that was the 100th anniversary of the Ventura Avenue oil field. The city of Ventura, California, celebrated 100 years of production from its oil field, which was still producing 14,000 barrels of oil a day and 7.8 billion cubic feet of natural gas 100 years later. It's unusual for an oil field to celebrate a century of operations, noted the president of ARENA, the operating company, which in 2026 merged for approximately $2.1 billion with California Resource Corporation, the operator of the Thumbs offshore islands that look like apartment buildings. Crazy. By the 1920s, Ventura County led California in oil production thanks to the discovery of Ventura Sulphur Mountain. Rancho Oya, Rancho Sape, and Rancho Santa Paula asphaltium collected at Sulphur Mountain was refined in homemade stills as early as 1854. According to the history of the oil development in Ventura County. Back closer to home, April 9th, 1966. That was the birthday of the Tulsa's Golden Driller. That is a 76-foot tall statue of an oil field worker, today known as the Golden Driller, and it made its debut at the International Petroleum Exposition in Tulsa, Oklahoma. After several refurbishments, the 22-ton statue would contain 2.5 miles of rods and mesh with tons of plaster and concrete. Withstanding winds up to 200 miles per hour, a smaller version of Tulsa's iconic roughneck originally appeared in the 1953 Petroleum Exposition as a promotion for the Mid-Continent Supply Company of Fort Worth, Texas. April 10th, 1866. The Dinsmore brothers patented the railroad tank car. James and Amos Desmore of Meadville, Pennsylvania, received a patent for their improved car for transporting petroleum. Developed a year earlier in the northwestern Pennsylvania oil region, their patent illustrated a simple but sturdy design for securing 2 reinforced containers on a typical flat railroad car. Although the Desmore cars were an improvement, they would be replaced by the more practical single horizontal tank. After leaving the business, Amos Desmore in 1875 invented a new way for arranging typewriting machines. Commonly used letters would not collide. It was the QWERTY, the KWERTY keyboard. James Dinsmore continued success in oil fields and helped finance the start of the Dinsmore Typewriter Company. So QWERTY gets its start from an Oilfield guy. That's some good stuff. April 11th, 1957, independent producer William Skelly dies. William Grove Skelly, who lived from 1878 to 1957, died in Tulsa. After a long battle as an independent producer, he began as a 15-year-old tool dresser in early Pennsylvania oil fields. Prior to World War I, he found success in the El Dorado field outside Wichita, Kansas. Skelly incorporated Skelly Oil Company in Tulsa in 1919. In 1923, Skelly organized the first International Petroleum Exposition, the big expo, while serving as president of the Tulsa Chamber of Commerce. Skelly in 1947 helped establish KWGS, Tulsa's first FM radio station and one of the earliest educational stations in the nation. For our last story today, I'm going to put up a picture for our Facebook viewers. And this is one of the highlight stories that I gave you yesterday. Pretty cool stuff here, too. April 7th, 1966. Cold War accident boosts offshore technology. A robotic technology soon adopted by the offshore petroleum industry was first used to retrieve an atomic bomb. America's first cable-controlled underwater research vehicle, what they call a CURV, C-U-R-V, cable-controlled underwater research vehicle, attached cables to recover the weapon lost in the Mediterranean Sea. The 70-kiloton hydrogen bomb, which had been lost when a B-52 crashed off the coast of Spain in January, was safely hoisted from a depth of 2,850 feet deep in the Mediterranean Sea. It was located and fished up by the most fabulous array of underwater machines ever assembled, proclaimed Popular Science magazine. During the Cold War, the Navy developed deep-sea technologies that the offshore petroleum industry would adopt and continue to advance. You can learn about the ROV, what they called the swimming socket wrench. This is some great stuff. So many things that we just take for granted today came from the oil and gas industry. Good stuff. Again, we appreciate Bruce and Chris Wells for teaming up with us here at the Exploring Energy Radio Show to allow us to do Remember When Wednesday each and every week. If you have a few extra dollars, you can throw it their way. I promise you it goes right back into the maintenance of this site. Plus, they're still gathering information, updating it, vetting it, I might add. These guys are sticklers on they confirm it before they stick it on here. They do not just willy-nilly this thing, and that's why I've come to trust the American Oil and Gas Historical Society's website, AOGHS.org. Get on there. Sign up for the free newsletter they send out each month. Not dunning you for money, just let you know what was going on in that month's petroleum history. It's the American Oil and Gas Historical Society, AOGHS.org. I'm a little before the break, but I'm going to go ahead and knock her off. Come back with the mop-up segment of the Wednesday edition of the Exploring Energy Radio Show right after this.
This is the Exploring Energy Show.
A generator is something that is out of sight and out of mind until you actually need it. Do you own a generator? Is it serviced and ready to provide backup power when you need it? A well-maintained generator gives you peace of mind during a power outage. Whether it's home or commercial, all generators need to be serviced regularly. Culver Electric provides reliable generator service all over western Oklahoma. Call today and discuss a service plan to fit your needs at 580-243-5846. See us on Facebook or go to culverelectric.net.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Find everything you'll need for your next paint project at the locally owned Ace Home Center nearest you.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hey folks, this is EJ Gredeman with ASCO Equipment out of Elk City, Oklahoma. If you need rental equipment, I got your back. From excavators to wheel loaders, telehandlers, and forklifts, we rent the brands that you know and trust. With flexible terms, responsible service, and expert support, we're here to keep your job on track. Need equipment? We're on it here at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com or stop by our Elk City branch, 513 West 20th here in Elk City, Oklahoma, or you can just give me a call, 580-243-9233. Appreciate it, folks, and y'all have a blessed day.
So we had a gentleman that had heard our ad on the radio multiple times and had always wanted to try to do the bulk floods with us, but just thought it would be a big hassle. And he just kept putting it off. And finally, we had a salesman go down there and talk to him, and he told us what he needed. We took him a tote of hydraulic oil, tote of motor oil, and a drum of antifreeze. Got it set up for him, and the gentleman said, "That's it." Huh? He goes, "Man, if I'd have known it was this easy, I'd have done this a long time ago." We're kind of like your easy button. We're going to get it done for you, easiest way for you. I guess they think it's difficult, moving in the tanks or totes, whatever you want, getting it set up, getting the hose reels and all that type of stuff set up, pumps. But we do it every day. So, they think it's going to take weeks. But, most times we'll be there that week when they order it, if not, within a couple of days. So they're very surprised at how fast.
Camrock is the name of the company. It's 2111 South Main, Elk City, south of Fred's Steakhouse.
He goes, "Man, if I'd have known it was this easy, I'd have done this a long time ago."
Need precision parts done right and fast? At K4T in Elk City, we specialize in CNC machining, welding, and fabrication for the oil field as well as ag industries. We're a full-service job shop built on grit, speed, and craftsmanship. Whether it's a one-off prototype or full production, we get it done right every time. Family-owned and third generation strong, Jason and Jamie Koss treat your job like it's their own. Stop by K4T on Merritt Road in Elk City or find us on Facebook. K4T, built on family, driven by craftsmanship.
Restaurants and feedlots, coffee shops and cafes, grocery stores and convenience stores. The Penny News is there, waiting for you to take it home.
This is the Exploring Energy Show.
There's my lovely assistant. This show brought to you in part by Fred's Steakhouse. Boy, they got some great steaks, too. USDA graded beef ribeyes, New York strips, filet mignon, sirloin, hand-cut daily by their very own in-house butcher. You can also enjoy beef tips, pork chops, Fred's famous $4.99 chicken fried steak, served daily with hand-battered and country gravy and house-made mashed potatoes. Try some of those freshly baked rolls, the soup of the day. They've got salads, all kinds of great stuff. Add a little flavor to your dish with grilled mushrooms or grilled onions at Fred's. 7 kinds of chicken, grilled, barbecue, teriyaki, mushroom, baja, and, of course, fried chicken. Plus, maybe seafood's what you crave. Fred's has a variety to choose from: grilled salmon, grilled or fried shrimp, fish tacos, or freshwater fried catfish. Burgers, those are always a hit. You can try the Fred's burger or the mushroom burger. Great sandwiches like barbecue chicken, grilled chicken, or the hearty chicken fried steak sandwich. Kids menu stocked full to satisfy the pickiest of those young eaters. Top off your dining experience with fresh in-house made desserts. Fred's also has a full-service bar with your favorite beer, wine, specialty drinks, and ice-cold beer. Fred's Steakhouse can host your private event. Located at 2107 South Main Street in Elk City. Dine in, take out, or order online on the Chow Now app. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call 243-2100. If you're out on location, you're out in the pasture, you bust a hose, you're dead in your tracks. You simply call American Hose and Supply, 303-1123. Put them in your phone if you don't have them in your contacts. You need to right now, 303-1123. Inside the Camrock building next to Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City, high pressure, low pressure, suction, discharge, doesn't make any difference. Go to those who know hose. American Hose and Supply inside the Camrock building. And if your power goes out after hours or on the weekends, Carter Electric, they provide 24-hour emergency electrical service on your side of the meter. Owned and operated by Kervin and Mary Orgain, they help you see the light of day even at night. You want to make sure your power stays on regardless? Well, Carter Electric is an authorized Generac generator dealer. Great time, any time of the year is a great time to have a backup Generac generator. They can size the correct size for your business or your home, install it, and come back and service it. A lot of electric work goes on overhead. That's why Carter Electric has pole trucks, man lifts to get way up high if there's a problem up there. Carter Electric, licensed, insured, trusted. Call them at 225-2447, 225-2447, providing you this hour's weather forecast. Now, my lovely assistant, are you increasing rain chances or decreasing rain chances? What's the scoop? Okay, let's hear it. And windy?
It doesn't say windy.
Okay, hey, maybe the wind. Maybe the wind will suddenly stop. Okay.
Right? Overnight.
You're going to have to go again. I didn't have your mic turned on.
Oh, my
Okay, give
goodness.
me that weather forecast. Come on, girl. It was my
Okay.
fault. I agree.
Oops.
If they could read lips and they were watching, they would have known what you said. But this was worthy of repeating. What do you got over there, girl?
Okay, today we're going to be sunny with a high near 77, south wind 13 to 22 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30. Tonight we're clear with a low around 51, south wind 14 to 20 miles per hour with gusts as high as 26. Thursday, sunny with a high near 82, south wind 14 to 24 miles per hour with gusts as high as 32. Friday, we have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Sunny with a high near 83, south wind 13 to 18 miles per hour with gusts as high as 24. See, Saturday, we've got a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. You just wanted me to say that again, didn't you?
I did.
Partly cloudy with a high around 73. And then Sunday, we've got a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny with a high near 82 and windy. Monday, we've got a 20% chance of showers, sunny with a high near 85 and windy. And Tuesday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, sunny with a high near 78.
But it doesn't say windy.
No.
Well, yeah,
No wind on Tuesday.
Reiterate. That was worthy of giving it again. And I apologize.
It's okay.
It's like, yeah, second verse, same as the first. But anyway,
Right.
Appreciate it. I just have to look down and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like I said, I got to try to get somebody young to engineer this show. I'm just getting too forget it.
Oh,
What's the matter?
we've got a couple of cows out south of Triggers on the highway. If you're listening and you have cows
over.
out,
They're
They're
Charlet.
Charlet,
They're white.
yes.
So keep an eye out. Yeah, I'll tell you, I T-boned about an 800-pound steer one time up between Hammond and Butler.
Right.
And it wasn't fun. Yeah, they can cause a lot of damage, and so
I had one run out in
That's-
front of me once too.
that's south
Yeah.
of triggers. I mean, a deer is one thing, but man, a cow. Woo! Here's some energy news in my briefs. Maine. The state of Maine is on track to be the first state to ban construction outright of data centers. A bill pausing development until November 2027 is expected to clear the state Senate and be signed by Governor Janet Mills. The Tennessee Valley Authority, CEO Don Moule, announces he'll retire after 1 year in the job as president. Trump says he'll cap pay for TVA employees at $500,000 per year, far less than the $5.7 million Moule received in 2025. Good gravy, these guys. And then they jack up your energy prices. It's a head scratcher for sure. Microsoft is looking to secure 1.4 gigawatts of natural gas power from West Virginia microgrid project to support its data center operations there. North Dakota, their Supreme Court is considering an appeal from residents in localities who say they were shut out of the permitting process for a 90-mile transmission line. And South Dakota, well, their rare earth mine Black Hills permitting, federal officials selected a second site in South Dakota's Black Hills for a fast-track permitting process of rare earth elements mine. That's the other thing that all this turmoil in the world right now has shown, and that is that even though we are energy independent, of anybody else. We can produce as much oil and gas as we need, natural gas.
Mm-hmm.
But rare earth minerals, that's another thing. We've been slacking on that. I think we have them available here in the United States.
Not all of them, but yes.
Yep, but a lot of them.
Yes, we do.
The pharmaceuticals, those need to start being made back here in the United States.
They do.
Because, I mean, when an international country holds you by the fuzzies because they're the ones who produce this,
yeah,
we need to produce that ourselves.
Yep.
And so, and I know Trump administration they're addressing those kind of things like that. But this rare earth minerals thing, the permitting process has been squelched so far because all those that were in power were getting kickback money for those countries that were providing the rare earths just to keep America from developing their own
rare
earth minerals. And so we're starting to finally become awakened to what has been going on in our government.
Right.
Can you imagine if Hillary Clinton had won the election?
I don't want to imagine.
We would have had no clue the amount of deprivation and fraud that has been going on, and it's starting to come out.
I agree.
My good friend, Professor Paul Michael Wiebe, told me one time before he passed away, and gosh, what a loss that was. But anyway, he told me, he said, listen, the amount of thievery, debauchery, and just ridiculous, couldn't even hardly wrap your head around what these people are doing up there on the Hill.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me a bit.
And now that's starting to come out.
Yes.
But I'm like every other American, I think right now is like, let's start seeing some perp walks. Let's start seeing some people pay the price. They're going to continue to do it as long as it's a slap you on the back of the hand.
Yep.
Run a couple stories. The mainstream media comes and tries to spin it a different way, and then they get off scot-free.
Exactly.
And I'm sick of that.
I think everybody is.
What do you got as far as energy stock prices? Because our commodity prices went way down after the truce was levied.
Yeah, these went down as well.
Okay.
We've got a lot of red today. American Electric Power is down 40 cents, trading at $132.53. Apache is down $5.40 at $37.56. Baker Hughes is up 29 cents, trading at $61.55. ConocoPhillips is down $8.70 at $123.07. Devon Energy is down $3.54 at $46.40. EOG Resources is down $8.67, trading at $135.58. Expand Energy is down $3.39 at $98.54. General Electric is up $20.74, trading at $309.07. Halliburton is down $1.33 at $37.39. Helmerich and Payne is down $1.55 at $34.32. Liberty Energy is down $1.17 at $27.30. Occidental Petroleum is down $5.21 at $57.73. OG&E Energy is down 26 cents at $48.76. One Oak is down $5.07 at $85.54. Phillips 66 is down $9.02 at $165.70. Sandridge Energy is down 93 cents at $14.89. Schlumberger is up $1.29, trading at $51.68. And Williams Companies is down $2.68, trading at $71.37.
Okay, so you said there's blood drives happening Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
And it is...
Boots and badges or
yes.
something like that.
Yes.
So,
the Coulter Vaught Memorial.
Right.
Yes.
And where is that going to be?
I think it is going to be at the new fire department.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. The Bloodmobile will be
yes,
there.
I think so.
Look for the Bloodmobile. That's good stuff right there. Definitely worthy of giving to that.
Absolutely.
I got a couple of minutes here, and I'm just going to quickly tell you that the balcony solar could become law in Oklahoma. A Democrat from Sandoval, in Oklahoma, named Sandoval from Oklahoma City, calls it the Plug-in Solar Act, and recently won approval in the state house for a vote of 88-4. It had been earlier given a due pass recommendation, but anyway. This Solar Act enables behind the meter for Oklahoma residents. So if a portable solar generation device generates less than 1.2 kilowatts, and connects to the standard outlets of your unit and complies with national safety standards, it won't have to comply with certain oftentimes burdensome regulations from the Corporation Commission and electric utilities, explained Representative Alonzo Sandoval when his bill went before the full House. So basically, if you want to put one up on your balcony, You don't have to go through a lot of regulations to make it happen.
Right.
Good luck with that.
And the Coulter Memorial Blood Drive is from noon to 6 Friday, and it is at the new fire department.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
If you'd like to increase your business's business, get a hold of TJ here at the station. She can help you out, especially if you want to be a part of all of our events. For all of our great sponsors and for the American Oil and Gas Historical Society, I'm Shawn Wilson saying thanks so much for listening. I promise we'll talk again. Have yourself a great day. Come on, Rain.
Friday night at the dance. That's what country sounds like. Thanks for making us